What does the future of getting around in Europe look like? Let's talk about the trends and prospects for European transport systems. It's simple. A strong economy needs a great transport system. Even with remote work and online services, we're moving around more than ever. Why is that? Well, for people, it's all about cars. The number of cars on EU roads grew by 3 million every single year, from 1990 to 2010, and that number is still climbing. For goods, it's about how we make things. Over the last 2 decades, the EU shifted from a stock economy to a flow economy. This means products are constantly on the move. Manufacturing might happen in one country, assembly in another, hundreds or thousands of kilometers away. This trend is only getting stronger. As new countries join the EU, their economies will boom, leading to even more transport, especially trucks on the road. Some of these countries already saw their exports double and imports quintuple in the 90s. And while many of these nations had strong rail systems, since the 90s, roads have become the dominant choice. Between 1990 and 1998, road freight grew by nearly 20%, while rail freight dropped by over 40%. But there's a big catch. Sustainable development. We need to make transport greener. This means shifting the balance away from just roads. The goal is to fully achieve this by 2020, with a truly sustainable system in place by 2040. Why the urgency? In 1998, transport was responsible for 28% of CO2 emissions. If we do nothing, that figure is expected to jump by 50% by 2020. Road transport alone is the biggest culprit, causing 84% of those emissions. We need better fuels and more efficient engines. But that's a huge challenge. The real key is a modal shift, getting more freight off the roads and onto rails. But after 50 years of favoring roads, that's easier said than done. Today, rail freight has a tiny 8% of the market, and international goods trains crawl at an average speed of just 18 kilometers per hour. So, what are the options? The first is to just make road transport more expensive through pricing, but without improving other options, like rail. That won't solve the problem. The second option is to combine road pricing with measures to make other modes more efficient. Still, roads would dominate and congestion would remain. The third, and most promising, approach is a complete package. It uses pricing, but also heavily invests in revitalizing rail and other alternatives, especially across the Trans-European network. This integrated strategy could finally break the link between economic growth and endless traffic growth. It would allow rail and other modes to regain their previous market share, all without limiting our ability to move people and goods freely. What do you think is the best way forward for Europe's transport? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights.